document for using this area as mitigation for their dry land. The fact that they signed it on March 2013 has anything to do with the timing on any of this. And the fact that the leases for that solar can't go forward until they mitigated everything, which meant to take everything off this land, including all people, all off-road vehicles, and everything.
Okay, this is a good something that's a good subject, I guess. And you heard what she said, and then when you stop and think they're under pressure because of mitigation and all of these things. Did you know that what Cliven Bundy thinks about this? I've been involved with this tortoise thing. I've been involved with the spotted owl thing. I've bought the wound-free native here. And when they start talking about mitigation, trading, and all, do you know that that's all a bunch of crap?
Yeah,
I mean, you know, why would the county government start even paying any attention to all of this? And why are we trading something here for something over here and costing we the people millions, not hundreds of millions of dollars?
In the workshop news, it says because President Obama signed a solar energy agreement.
Well, it don't matter what he signed. They've been doing this stuff before President Obama ever got in office.
I know.
It's not a President Obama thing. It's a something. It's a bureaucratic thing, and it's all a bunch of. When says that in order to have a take.
Someone in the comments, tell me if you're getting audio.
Why would the United States Fish and Wildlife be so powerful? They had to have a Section 10. Let's put it this way: Clark County, Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada, has to have a Section 10 permit from the Fish and Wildlife in order to develop a piece of land. What does that mean? That means that they have a permit to kill the tortoise, and then they got to have my ranch or everybody's ranch in the whole southern area. They got to keep up the cattle and the production off to qualify for the Section 10 permit. I mean, that's all a bunch of noise. The whole thing's a bunch of noise.
That is a point on why this stuff starts to happen.
Yeah, it is.
Starts, and then they do the study, and that study, it has to be mitigated right down to that is growing, and that's putting the whole list. Not one place does it have to be mitigated.
They're making hundreds of thousands of dollars, even billions of dollars off this play you're making. Now let me show you how Bundy plays the same game. Okay, I say the only way that this endangered species thing can come to us is through a treaty with a foreign country. Treaty. That's the only way it could possibly happen on here on this land.
It's like every single one of my people.
That's right. But let me tell you. So a treaty. So okay, they have a treaty with Mexico, a treaty with Canada, a treaty with South America, and they bring an endangered species thing to us on a treaty. It's the only way they can bring it legally. So they do that. Okay, now let me give you an example. We have a tortoise and in a pet shop down here in Las Vegas, and that tortoise comes from South America. Okay, that tortoise qualifies under the United States endangered species law. Because why? It's come in a treaty deal, a commerce deal where they trade. It crosses borders, not international borders, to get here. All of those things aren't maybe business of the United States. Under the treaty law, remember?
Share the link. Share the link.
Treaties we will honor. The United States will honor treaties. The states will honor treaties. Okay, now let's talk about.
Yeah, my people know that well.
Yeah, you're from.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, now let's talk about what we're talking about here is the desert tortoise. Is it not the one in the pet shop store? We said he would qualify under this treaty, Endangered Species Act. Let's talk about this desert tortoise on the land, say in Las Vegas Valley. Does he qualify? Does he qualify under the treaty thing? Does he qualify under the commercial commerce thing? Does he qualify actually as a endangered species? Well, I say no, he doesn't qualify. But the main thing that happens is this creature does not qualify under their law. He don't qualify because he don't, all of these things I talked about qualifies him, but this tortoise does not qualify under the Endangered Species Act. And so what's Bundy going to do? He's going to challenge in the Ninth Circuit Court, he's going to challenge in the Supreme Court two things: state sovereignty and an endangered species. And so why do they want to kill Cliven Bundy? Because I talk like this.
Just make sure your heart's solid.
It is.
Why are they going to kill all these tortoises if they're actually endangered?
Well, that's another proof they're not endangered.
Yeah.
Well, now,
It's all a bunch of hubbub.
Well, they are endangered. They're
Endangered by
by the
BLM.
BLM.
I want to tell you this story. Let's talk about the desert tortoise for a little bit, and let me tell you just a little, as short as I can. You know, when I was a kid, there was desert tortoises there. I could go up this mountain with my dad hanging on the side of a cattle truck, and he'd stop, and us kids would jump out in the spring this year, like this time, in 5 minutes we could find a desert tortoise. Okay, so there was lots of cows and lots of sheep and lots of tortoises. Okay. Now let's talk about what the government's done. The government has made these species and threatened endangered species, and they have basically mitigated billions of dollars out of the people and utility people, and they've destroyed all of my neighbors, all the traditional coffee desert they've destroyed, and then they're doing this all in the name of saving the tortoise. Okay, I know. I've been around heavy equipment, and I've been around cows, and I've been around cows, and I can tell you there's not one person in 1,000 that would harm a desert tortoise. What is that? 1/10 of a percent? So 1/10 of a percent of it might hurt. They might run a piece of equipment over. They might shoot a 22 bullet into it. They might, a cow might step on one. 1/10 of 1%. Okay, now let's see. That's what we the people would do. Now let's see what the government would do. Well, first they make you mad. All of the construction people would rather run over a turtle and cover him up with a piece of dirt than to report to the turtle people, the BLM. They would rather do that than to have to report it to the tortoise. So how many did they bury? The cowboy, I don't think he killed any of them, but he damn sure didn't really give a darn about them. I mean, and then let's talk again about what they've done. They have collected these tortoises, and they have tried to sterilize them. They've tried to escape them from breeding. They've tried to adopt them out. They've tried to kill them. How many pounds they've done that? I don't know. But I do know there's a habitat. Let me tell you another story about this. They Boy Scouts, for example, took a cage up the freeway, defend the freeway, all over in the state roads, and every time you get young, you have to put words and on and on and on. So it's a contractor. Jay told her I scared just retired from the state department over the area, Inland, whatever, the state department. And I got Dave, how many tortoises have you scraped off the highway? How many, in 30 years, how many did you scrape off the highway? He said one tortoise got run over up somewhere by Glendale in 30 years. So the cars only killed one tortoise. In 30 years, the state highway had anything to do with it.
And in Utah, those tortoise fests are everywhere.
Well, they're here in Nevada. Every time we have a construction job, again, I don't know what percent, but a big percentage is the cost of building a road, a pipeline, a power line, is mitigation for the desert tortoise.
Are there any other large area, horse, sheep, mule, burros, anything like that in the area that they're going to use as mitigation if they want to use as mitigation?
They're donkeys, and they're bighorn sheep, and they're bighorn mule deer.
They're a hobby, so they don't have to, so they have to make sure they live them up here.
No, they're all of those type of animals, plus the upland game like quail and shuckers and doves and some pheasants.
A good bunch
And,
of quail.
and then you've got all of your. I like the question I asked you the other here just I think yesterday. I said, what's the California condos? What are they called? Condos. What are they going to do if they don't have a cow to eat once in a while? I mean, if I run 1,000 cows and I have even 3% of them a year die, I mean that's quite a few meals for those birds. What are they going to do when the cows are gone? Are they going to eat tortoises?
Spotted owl, they just decided was bad science. Barred owls are eating them instead of spotted.
Anyway, it's interesting to visit with these people. And what you got any question, John? Where you been anyway? By then?
I'm a bit of an ambulance chaser, Cliven, when kids stabs people in Pittsburgh and at a school, or somebody shoots people at a Jewish community center. I'm one of the first responders, so I've been out of town for much of since this has happened. So I would have been back up here. So.
How about James Boyd in Albuquerque? You still covering that at all?
No, but I was the Fort Hood shooting. I was there, so anyway.
Let me ask you this: what about this boy that was killed down here in Red Rock on Valentine's Day? You know. Yeah, and it was really quite odd to me that we, the people, wanted to disarm Park Service. But then you stop and think, and they want to tear down those buildings. Well, when you stop and think, well, they're a little bit upset about that boy getting killed by the BLM Rangers. And you know what? Those guys got away with their guns, and they're still right out here, probably in this pack that was here. And then we let them get away again. I mean, when are we going to have any justice here?
Yeah, they get away with murder, literally.
And let me tell you, John, one of the things that was most upsetting to me of this whole thing is when, you heard the story about we asked the sheriff to disarm them, but the sheriff and the state of Nevada helped those people. These people that had all these guns, had the guns pointed at us, and the abuse of my cattle and the destruction of my private property. They let those people helped them get out on the freeway and send them up the freeway. And when they got to the city Mesquite police never did nothing. By count is 104 cars. That's quite a caravan with people with guns in them. And they went through the Arizona line, went through the port of entry at the Utah-Arizona line, and disappeared into the county of Utah. No sheriff and no media. I mean, you did not report one thing about what happened to that caravan or what happened to those guns. Not nobody did that, John.
Hey, Cliven, one last question on most of this. You got ranching to do, and so you're content right now? Your game plan is to just go about your life, do your ranching, collect the dead animals. Are you planning to take this matter, what happened with the BLM, to court? Are you planning to go back to court on this? What's your move?
Well, I have I have 4, maybe 5 now certified letters. Most of them are from the United States Bureau of Land Management in Las Vegas. I haven't opened those letters yet. It just seems like I've got plenty to do without worrying about that. One thing that I'm getting pressured on right now is another rally this Friday, right here.
We the people want it.
These people are saying we want a rally. And like I was telling you, I told somebody, I said the ethnic groups, the Latino and the black community are saying, hey, where's our part of this? They want some rally.
What do you think's going to go? Any idea?
Well, I don't even want to speculate on it. You speculate.
I have no clue.
Yes, all the BLM, fine. now with him. It's
yeah.
probably, if it's filed in the courts, imagine if something filed in the court case, you find out last tonight.
I don't know why every reporter that ever comes down here doesn't march over to the sheriff's office and ask him why he won't do his damn job. That's what I want to know.
The sheriff doesn't get a lot of calls.
I don't care. March in there. March, I mean, go in and open the door and walk into his office and ask him.
Well, I almost got beat up.
I'll go with you. I'll go with you. I got your back. I'll go with you. I'll march down there with you.
All right, no, that's okay. No, thanks for
That's okay, I'll go.
Anyway, thank you everybody. And
I'll go for Range Magazine.
CJ would want to know, wouldn't she?
yeah.
I don't have any problem going.
We love you guys. We got your back. Thank you.
We'll start heading up there and get back home. It's good somebody's phone down before.
I posted all those links to all that solar stuff, and you know what else is in there?
Where
There's
you
a line
going?
in there that says they need more money for the BLM to have enforcement.
Did he leave already?
You know that? In that document?
He bounced. Isn't that really the press's job? I mean, it's like the fourth branch of government to go ask them.
That's why I reported.
Hey, Cliven, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hey, I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. That's all right.
I apologize.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right, folks, there's a live interview. You got a lot of stuff there. You know, a lot of people have been asking about the land use tax, and I think Cliven spends it pretty clear, but if you don't understand, you know, basic things like the United States Constitution and treaties and contracts and things of that nature and states' rights, if you don't recognize any of those things, it may get lost on you. So keep reviewing, and we'll try to keep bringing it to you. God bless. Peace.
Tell who was at these meetings. It's all nature conservancy, it's tribal, it's BLM, it's all federal. There's one person that says public on it. That's it. One person. And they were told over 2 days of propaganda and I think you gotta get my stuff on here, like you said.
The spotted owl thing, I bought the wound-free native here, and when they start talking about mitigation, trading and all, do you know that that's all a bunch of crap? I mean, you know, why would the county government start even paying any attention to all of this? Why are we trading something here for something over here and costing we the people millions, not hundreds of millions of dollars?
In the workshop news, it says because President Obama, I don't know when is an appropriate time, this may be a question for later, but do you feel that the BLM signing off on their 86-page document for using this area as mitigation for their dry land, the fact that they signed it on March 2013 has anything to do with the timing on any of this? And the fact that the leases for that solar can't go...
Let's put it this way. Clark County, Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada, has to have a Section 10 permit from the Fish and Wildlife in order to develop a piece of land. What does that mean? That means that they have a permit to kill the tortoise, and then they got to have my ranch or everybody's ranch in the whole southern area. They got to keep up the cattle and the production off.
Forward until they mitigated everything, which meant to take everything off this land, including all people, all off-road vehicles, and everything.
Okay, this is a good something that's a good subject, I guess. And you heard what she said, and then when you stop and think they're under pressure because of mitigation and all of these things. Did you know that what Cliven Bundy thinks about this? I've been involved with this tortoise thing. I've been involved with a...
Signed a solar energy agreement.
Well, it don't matter what he signed. They've been doing this stuff before President Obama ever got in office.
I know.
It's not a President Obama thing. It's just something. It's a bureaucratic thing, and it's all a bunch of. One says that in order to have a take.
Someone in the comments, tell me if you're getting audio.
Why would the United States Fish and Wildlife be so powerful? They had to have a Section 10